Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I wanted to show you guys how to do this brochure design, Cat Groomers edition. So I fell in love with this design and decided to show you guys how I did it. And I created this design in Adobe Indesign. Yep, I can already read the comments about Adobe Indesign. I slowed down this part of the video to show you guys my settings. So in the beginning, I use the width for 11 inches, height is 8 inches. And then facing pages, I did click that off, but we did put 2 pages. Columns will be 3 and column gutter will be 0. Margins 0.5 inches and the bleed is 0.125 inches. So you guys can go ahead and pause the video to kind of save or get all those settings in there. As soon as I hit create, it should give these 2 pages like it gave me. It should give you guys that as well. So disclaimer, I am new. I am a newbie to graphic design. I am self-taught. I know, I can already hear about that as well, but I'm self-taught, so I'm going to do this my way and what I've learned. You guys can always help me out by giving better tips and tricks and helping me along the way and also providing feedback. If you're a newbie like me, I hope this video would educate you enough on some of the basics about Adobe InDesign. So before we get started, I do have some color codes here. I'm going to grab the rectangle tool and then I am going to draw some rectangles. The fill would be the first color code, and then I'm going to add like this peachy kind of stroke to it. So it's going to be like blue and peach. As you guys can see in the beginning of the video, that was the brochure that we're working on, so that is the example. So this is like a cute little blue that I found. I love it. And then I'm going to add the stroke. So that's going to be the second color code. So I'm just going to copy that from my notepad and I'm going to paste it in there. Along this video, guys, there's going to be some music and stuff too, because not talk through for the whole entire video, but for most of it. So I just want to show you guys the stroke here and what it looks like. And then we're going to place the rectangle back. And I'm going to click on the rectangle, hold Alt, and then use my mouse to drag it so I can duplicate them across. Perfect. So we've got that laid out. Now we're going to move on to the next steps. So this is Cat Groomers edition. I am planning on naming this Cat Groomers the Feline Groomers. Another disclaimer, this is a passion project, so this is something that I just created out of thin air, right? So I created this and I was like, okay, we're gonna run with this. This is what I wanted to design today. So I go to the type tool back on our toolbar and I grab that tool and I'm gonna create a box here, text box, and I'm gonna type in the feline. I'm gonna make a separate box for groomers because I want to adjust them a bit on top of each other, like layer it a bit. And then I also do want to make groomers a bit bigger than the feline. Throughout this video, there will also be a lot of repetition. There will be a lot of adjusting, and that is a bit boring. So if you would like to skip through it, you can. I do speed up some of the video, not a lot of it, but some of it when it comes to more tedious things, but you can always skip through to get to a certain part. So for font choice, guys, I went with Great Vibes. I love the way how it looks. I think it's so elegant, so clean, it's easy to read, and it's free for commercial use, which is great. So I did that for the logo word mark per se, and I am going to increase the text to kind of fit it. I'll make some more adjustments along the way to the text, and then we are going to head into Adobe Illustrator. So the cat that you guys saw in the beginning with the picture, that is what I created in Adobe Illustrator. I also did all the other elements and I made a pattern in Adobe Illustrator. All of that stuff will get added to the brochure. Unfortunately, I did not record creating those things, so I cannot make a video on that. That was like the fun part, and I'm sorry, I did not realize that I did not press record. Alright, so we're moving into Adobe Illustrator where I'm going to show you guys my artboards. I am obsessed. You know, as a newbie and me creating all of this, I was very excited about it. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. I'm really open to feedback and to criticism. Since I'm new, all the help is great and all the feedback would be great. But I'm completely obsessed with these guys, from the nail trimmers to the fur trimmers to the comb to the soap bar to the sparkles to the beautiful cat to all of the hands. I just loved it. I used some of those elements to create a pattern, But the star of the show for the first page would be our pretty cat with the hands, with all the tools. So we are going to go to File, Place, and we are going to look for it. I have a lot of saved files here, so just need to find the right one and place it into InDesign. Oh, another thing, sometimes InDesign, well, most of the time, or all of the time, whenever you place your objects or your images into InDesign, they're gonna look a little bit wonky. When it comes to the pixels, it's gonna look not so great, but don't worry, as soon as you export it, it will look normal. So you don't have to worry about the way how it looks if you're brand new to InDesign. Now, another thing, InDesign does this thing where if it is in the blue box, you can move everything as a whole. If you double click it and it's red, you're now moving that object inside of the additional box, like the blue box. So you're adjusting the object inside of that box. If it's on blue, then you're adjusting everything as a whole. If it's on red, then you're adjusting that singular object inside of this box that it's already been into. I know, I hope I explained that to the best of my ability. So now I'm adding some more text. So I go to the type tool and I'm going to add a little slogan here. I'm going to put where every feline's groomed as royalty. So our body font is going to be Droid Serif. I find that font pairs well with the Great Vibes font. It also has different stages of it, so regular, italic, bold, which is great. We can utilize all of that in this brochure. So our body font for this entire brochure is going to be Droid Serif. So it's showing that we have an error there because the text box is not big enough for the entire sentence, so we just need to expand that. And then I'm going to go ahead and change the size of the font after I align it because I want it to be a bit smaller. I think it's too big. Yeah. So I'm going to put it down there, and then, oh, I have an S here. Don't know how that was there. I need to delete that. And then go back to the selection tool. And I'm going to align it now. I can also press that, so I can put it there to be aligned in the middle. However, sometimes with the way how I've already positioned the box, it won't do that properly. So I usually will have to use my mouse, or you can use your arrows on your keyboard to kind of adjust it easier. So the line that you saw me guys just grab is the rulers. There's one at the side and one at the top, and we're going to be using that a lot to help us to align our objects and elements in InDesign. So we're about done the first page, guys, which is great. I'm just changing the color here. When I click on it and highlight it, it gives me that T on the side. I click that and I go to the paint, like the painters section. I click that and then I just change it to white. I just do that because I find it easier for me, but I know there's another way to do that, but that's the way that I do. Now we're going to be working on the other two pages. I'm thinking let's do the About Us page first. That will have the pattern of all of these elements in there. So let's go ahead and bring in that pattern. So I'm going to go to File, Place, and then I'm going to go look for it. Yeah, I did name it. I don't know what I'm doing because when I was doing this, I did not know what I was doing, guys. So I've been naming my files all types of things. I even have files that say help me, I'm tired. Because, you know, as a designer, sometimes it gets pretty stressful when you're trying to do things. So I'm just adjusting it now, playing around with the blue box and the red box as I was talking about in the beginning. I'll adjust it to my liking. And I know it looks a bit wonky, as I said before. It's just InDesign in itself. As soon as we export it, it will look normal. So I keep adjusting to my heart's desire, as you should as well. And then I'm going to go over back to the toolbar section, grab the type tool, and this will become our About Us page. So there we go. We're drawing a text box now, and I'm going to type in About Us. And then again, we're going to change the font to Droid Serif and change the color and so forth. Okay, so now I want to add another rectangle box. So I go back to the rectangle tool and then I create a rectangle to the size that I want. At the moment, I will adjust it though because it's not done properly. I am going to change the fill to the color code that I had. So the original blue that's on the back is what I'm going to change the fill to. First, I'm changing the stroke to none. Then I go to the fill. I'm just going to double click the color code. I'm going to copy that. Then I'm going to double click the fill. I'm going to paste the color code in here. And I'm going to add this box. The reason why is because I want to put a blurb about the About Us page. And I do not think that it will show up well with the pattern in the background. So I'm going to change the opacity of this down. And then I'm going to adjust it as much as possible. And I'm going to copy and paste the About Us blurb that I have already in my notepad to this and adjust that as well. So what I pulled up on Chrome is another brochure that I'm using, guys, for my reference. So that is one that I just googled really quickly, like grooming brochure for animals or dog or cat brochure, and that's what I got. So that will be my reference. So they have their About Us page, they have their Contact Us page, and they have their front main page. So we finished 2 out of 3. So now we are going to be working on the Contact Us page. So there is this website that I found from another designer. I forgot whose video it was I was watching. And we're going to be using that website called Icon Finder. Before we do that, I'm going to use the type tool again, draw some text boxes there. And I'm going to put a little fun message. Don't be shy, reach out to us. I don't want to just do the regular contact us, this is how you contact us. Just thinking to add something fun and quirky to fit along with the graphics. So again, more repetition, guys. We're going to be changing the fonts, we're going to be changing the color and the size, and grammatically I believe I have to add the exclamation mark to reach out to us, so I will change that as well. I'm going to go back to queuing in the music, and then we're going to go into icon finder. Alright, so we're in Chrome. Type in iconfinder.com and then you will get to the website. This one takes me automatically to Facebook because this is an icon that I've downloaded before, and when I put it in, it populates that. So anyways, I'm gonna look for similar icons with like the circle, like similar style. So the circle background, like this Instagram icon per se. So there are prices there, like for all prices, and free if you look on the side of like where all the filters are. So we're going for free. Just have not selected it as yet, but we'll shortly enough. And I'm gonna speed through this part, guys, because I'm just going through getting all the icons, and it's just searching and downloading the ones that you would like that will fit into your design. Okay, next step, so we go to file, place, and we get our downloads, and then we are going to place them all together. And I've placed them to all be kind of like the same size as one another. Some of them are bigger a bit than the other ones, but they will be adjusted. So now we're just adjusting them and placing them in the right order. So I'll have phone first, email, browser for website, and then I will have the social media, so Instagram and Facebook. You can play around with this until you like it to your desired size, until you like it to your desired width and distance from one another. That's what I'll be doing here right now. I am going to be using the guides, the rulers from the side there, to be giving me some guidance. The rest of this, guys, if you want to skip through, please, by all means, because all I'm doing is adjusting the icons to the best of my ability until I see that they fit properly. I will also even adjust them more after this because I wasn't really happy even with the end result. But the next step would be to add the information into the icons, like the phone number, the email, the website, the social media handles. So I did put only 2 of those on my notepad. The rest of them I had already thought about immediately on the spot, so it wouldn't be too challenging to come up with it. But this is a passion project, like it's just something that we made up. This number is fake, okay? Nobody should ever call it because it's fake. Hopefully it doesn't lead to anybody, but I just made this up out of my head. So I make another text box and I put in the number. After I copied and pasted, I'm going to hold down Alt again and drag, guys, with my mouse because I'm duplicating the text box. Just makes it a little bit faster and easier, and I'm going to input the rest of the information into these boxes. So the next one would be the email. So that one I did just put down there in my notepad, and I'm going to paste that. The next one would be the website. The website's just going to be www.thefelinegroomers.ca. And then the next one will be the social media handles, which will be the same thing, the feline groomers. Actually, what I'm going to do to even make this a little bit easier is I'm going to delete this text box, the Facebook one, and just copy this one down by holding Alt, because it's going to be the same social media handle. So yeah, no need to retype that. So now everything will be adjusted all over again. I'm going to change the fonts to the Droid Serif. That is our body font that we're using. And I'll select which type of style that I want. And we are actually going to be leaving this section black. I would just like to leave the font black to try to make it stand out a bit more. To try to drive contact as much as possible. So you guys can speed through this as well, because all we're doing is changing the text and making adjustments. I'm gonna put some more music on here, guys, so that I don't keep blabbing about nothing. Okay, so quick tip, you can actually change the view setting to overprint preview. That will show you what it will look like when you're actually going to like export it, when it's going to be printed. This is what it would look like technically without actually having it resized. But that helps to move the lines away so that you can see it can be more cleaner for you to make adjustments, because with all the boxes sometimes it's a bit distracting in order for you to actually make changes. I'm going to continue to adjust these and then I will move on to the next step. Okay, next steps. I want to add a QR code to this brochure, similar to the one that the reference brochure has. So I'm going to go back to Icon Finder and I'm going to type in QR code. I'm going to look for one that's free and then pick whichever one I think looks more natural per se. Like, these are all great, but I'm looking for a specific type. So I'm going to go through them, and then as soon as I find the one that I think is best, I will download it and add it to the brochure. Okay, great guys, so the first page of the brochure is done. We are going to work on the second. We've added the QR code, we've added the text box to scan for book an appointment. So what I'm going to do is copy another rectangle, so I'm going to alt and then drag to duplicate it. It will change the color when it's on the actual background of InDesign, but once you layer it back over your artboard per se there, it will be fine. Okay, so now we've added the 3 panels, and now we are going to add the inside of the pages. So for me, I'm going to be doing packages. So I've already copied a whole bunch of stuff from somebody else, and I've made some changes from that to not fully 100% copy everything that they did. So I have the first page listed out, the second page, and then the last page. So this is the front, right? And now I'm gonna show you guys what we're gonna use for reference for the back. So we have services, grooming packages, and our groomers. So let's start on the first page here. So I'm going to add a text box there, and I'm going to type in services offered. So I actually want to change it, guys. I do not want to put services offered. I just want to put services, just make it short and sweet. And then I'm going to do the same adjustments as before. You can speed through this. It is just changing the font to the body fonts, changing the color, and so on, and adjusting the size of the text. And again, repeating the same process, we're going to hold this down, hold Alt, and then drag out to duplicate it. I'm going to change this section to the packages, and then I'm going to change the other one to our groomers. I will use the ruler at the top to just give me some guidance on how high I want to put all these texts so that they're leveled as much on the height. And then we will move over to the next section. So our groomers, I don't have any pictures of groomers. I'm thinking about getting some stock images that are free online of some people and putting them there, and then writing a little blurb about them. Let's actually change it, make it more personal, put it to the feline groomers instead of just our groomers. And then I'm going to just adjust the text box per usual. Try to make it all a straight line. It does not fit because of how big the text is, so we'll probably have to change that. I'm thinking let's take out the, maybe just put feline groomers. Yeah, and then I will put this in the middle. I will just use my keyboards there, the arrows on my keyboard, to kind of adjust it. Okay, I'm not really feeling it. It looks a bit odd. I think I will change it. Let me straighten everything else out, guys, or align everything else out. And then we're going to move on to putting the rest of the body text in. Okay guys, so we are done with doing the second page, adjusting the text. We're done with adjusting the text. For services, packages, and feline groomers, I did change the case of the text. I think all uppercase does not look the greatest. But before we actually add the rest of the body font, I do want to add some elements from Illustrator that I created. I don't want to add the full pattern again, but I do want to use these sort of like a bullet point for the services page. So I'm going to bring them into InDesign by just copying and pasting it, adjusting them, and then I will show you guys exactly what I'm trying to do with having the services laid out along with the elements that I'm adding. Just want to make it more fun and playful and tie in the same pattern or design that's on the first page into the second page. Inside of InDesign. Now I'm just going to grab the text tool and I'm going to make a box. I'm going to put bath and brush. So I'm following what's on the actual brochure there, the one for reference. I will change the rest of the elements. I will resize them and organize them properly soon enough. So again, following the same process, guys, going to change this to the droid serif font, the body font, and then change the color and everything, get the text situated, and deal with the other elements. I'll continue to use the brochure as like a reference, so I'm going to add more text boxes and then go through what services I would actually offer in this passion project using the stuff that I have in my notepad and the brochure itself, and then we will finish it up and move on to the next page. Okay guys, so we are done with the services page. I completely adore the illustrations that were created, and I love the fact that I was able to tie that back into the second page. And I will make some more adjustments, I believe. I did use the rulers to help to give me some guidance when I am leveling everything up, but I think I may adjust the nail trim part later on. However, right now we're moving on to the second page, which is the packages page. So I'm just going to copy and paste whatever is in my notepad and do the same adjustments and repetition that we've been doing for the other text. So what I'm thinking about doing, guys, is I'm gonna actually change the third page, the feline groomers. I'm gonna change that to another package because all of the packages that I have here are not gonna fit on the second page under the packages section. So I'm gonna make this third page its own little special package and give it a different name. There was a Groomers site that I was copying the information from. I was tweaking it a bit so that it's not 100% copied, and what I will do is rename it to line package. So I'm gonna cue the music again while I make all these changes. I know we've been doing a lot of repetition, so at least if anybody is new, they could see how I use the rectangle tool, how I use the type tool, and so forth. And then we will move on to the next steps. Alright, so we have all of our information down. We've adjusted everything. I also changed the name to line package and put the price and the range. Now we are going to use the ellipse tool. It's underneath the rectangle tool. So if you go to the rectangle, press on your mouse and hold it down, you'll get the ellipse tool. I'm going to make a little circle here, and I'm going to change the color to like a creamy kind of peach. And then I'm going to set the stroke to none. And then I'm going to go back to the selection tool. There we go. And I'm gonna put these ellipses over where all the dashes are, guys. I'm not really feeling the bullet points with the dash, so we're gonna use this instead. So I'm gonna speed through the rest of the video because all I'm gonna be doing is duplicating this by pressing on it with my mouse and then holding Alt, dragging it out to duplicate it and put it over all where the dashes are. Guess what, guys? I'm not really feeling the elements here either. So I'm gonna make another change. I think I am gonna bring in the pattern. So I go to file, place, go back to my file that says I don't know what I'm doing, haha, and then I will place that in here. I'm gonna change it a bit. I'm not gonna keep it like the same from the first page. I may rotate it, I may make it bigger, but I'll make the adjustments and then show you guys what it will look like finally. And I'm also thinking about having the same ellipses that we use as bullet points. I think I want to put that there where the services are, like the bath and brush, air cleaning, sanitary trim, so forth, so that we can make everything look cohesive. think this looks way better than what was there before, but you guys let me know what you guys think in the comments. So I'm going to grab the type tool, make another box. I'm going to put a message in here. Please ask staff if you are looking for a service or a specific service that's not listed. I will grammatically correct that soon because clearly I left it messed up for a bit, guys. But same repetition again, we will make adjustments to the text, changing the fonts and the color and whatnot. I am going to add this message technically to the line package side. I'm not really, I feel like it should be on that side instead of here. And then I will make some more changes to the services section. Perfect. So we moved over the box to the other side where the line package is. I did add some more stuff to the services. It was definitely lagging a bit or lacking a bit. And now I'm going to go back and change the spacing because it's not done properly where the nail trim is, full shave, and specific cut. Need to fix that a bit. And then I will go ahead and make some more adjustments to the services side. And then we are now going to move on to the headings. So like where it says premium full grooming package underneath the packages section, I need to bold all of those as well. I will work on the services side first, and then I will move on, bold up the titles, and adjust that as well so that it can stand out more. This video, guys. Finally, I know this video is extremely long. If you've made it this far, thanks so much for watching. I do hope this video was educational enough to help anybody that, you know, is new to InDesign, such as myself. I'm a newbie at graphic design, so I hope this video would have taught somebody how to use a rectangle tool in InDesign, how to lay out a brochure in InDesign, and so forth. If you do have any tips or tricks if you are like a seasoned graphic designer, please feel free to leave it in the comments, guys. It will help all of us newbies. Also, if you have any feedback, definitely open to that. If you guys are willing to subscribe to my channel, please hit subscribe. I will be posting daily videos on how I work, what I'm working on, and how I created things. So here is the brochure, guys, fully exported. I am almost done. I'm actually going to add this into Photoshop. I'm going to color grade it, make it more vibrant. I'm also going to add some texture to it, and then I will be placing the designs on a mock-up, on a brochure mock-up. So I'm planning on doing a separate video about that. Again, thank you guys so much for watching, and have a blessed day.